I was, you know, in and out of the team, we still had a good...
I haven't been after the guys for it either, but we'll improve it.
Always said hi to me, always been extremely friendly.
It's been said a good striker has to have a nose for the goal. Danni König is the embodiment of that saying. In his first season with OKC, the forward from Denmark recorded the first hat trick in Energy history. Set a USL record for goals in a season. He was named first team All-League and finished second in the MVP balloting. Koenig means king in German. And it looks like Danny's sitting on his throne in OKC.
And Koenig is onside. He's got a chance at goal. Gets around stair, is on his left foot. He scores! And OKC Energy FC has taken the 1-0 lead here.
How was your first full season in the United States from a soccer standpoint for you?
Amazing first season. It's one of my best seasons ever. So it has been very good season last year, and looking forward to getting into a season as good as the last one.
22 goals, 45 points. I know you've had good seasons, especially in Denmark, but to put those kind of numbers up the first time you're over here, did it surprise even yourself?
I don't know. I was on a good way before I came here. I was steady going up and getting back to my level. So I'm not surprised, but of course I'm happy, and it's always nice to score goals. And if every striker they've been in that situation where they're not putting the goals in, so. Yeah, of course, it's every goal for me means the world. So it's very nice to score some goals. And last year I scored a lot, and I'm looking to do the same this year.
A lot of people, maybe myself included, didn't know if you're going to be back this year. You had incredible success. You had probably chances to go to a higher level, especially maybe back in Europe. What kept you in Oklahoma City?
When I signed the contract here with Oklahoma, I had one goal, that I'm not going back to Europe. That was my goal, is to stay here in America and get a good soccer career here. So that's my goal, and that's why I came back to Oklahoma. So Europe wasn't even, I didn't even think about it. I told my agent, I don't want to hear anything about it. Denmark, no go. So the States were the only focus I had. Of course, everybody wants to play at the highest level. Yeah, for sure. But I have a really good time here. I had a really good time here. I love Oklahoma City. I love my teammates. I love the coaching staff. And I've tried that before, and it's just, you don't have to rush it too much. You have to appreciate where you are sometimes, and be happy, and don't rush it. Maybe you get something that's not as good as you wanted. And I also have a family, and if I were to go someplace else, I had to, they had to get settled too, and all that stuff. And yeah, so in the end, we chose to stay with our Energy FC.
Having Busco and Dalgard and Jimmy on the team as well makes it.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to stay, as you said, or I was going to go, but that was one of the things that thought that if I'm going, it has to be for way better, way higher. I'm not going to another USL. I'm not going to NSL. I want to stay at Oklahoma, or it had to be at a very good step up.
Fourth striker, is it a case of knowing where to be? Is it a case of knowing other players' tendencies? How do you describe your nose for the?
It's hard to say. You know, some players just got it, but it's also about, for striker, it's a lot of, if you're on a strike, you score a lot of goals, and you have to keep that. And it's also the teammates. They can find you if the team is have the right chemistry. It's everything can happen. And I felt very good for the first day I came here. Everybody was nice to me, and we had a good time. I had a good time with Jimmy. I have a good time with Sebastian and Busco, the Danes. And yeah, it's all those things. Everything has to be right. And I've had a good time outside the soccer too. I have a family. I have a wife and 2 kids, and they've been very good, and they've enjoyed it, and that's why we're back.
That's what I was going to say. You're a family guy. You're one of the guys on the team with kids. How has the family liked Oklahoma? What's been the biggest transition for them in the States and for Oklahoma?
It's like they've been a lot alone because we've been traveling a lot. It's been hard for my wife, being alone a lot. She doesn't know so many people over here. Of course, she knows some, but yeah, but for me, there's a lot of good things because in Denmark we don't have the weather. I know Oklahoma, they're talking about they have not good weather, but in my opinion, they have very good weather. I know it's a little bit crazy sometimes,
see the sun, which is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. And we have the swimming pool. We have in the summer it's very good weather. We were nearly at the swimming pool every day. The kids are enjoying it, and yeah, for me the sun when the sun is out, it just gives like extra life quality.
Describe yourself on the field, because other players have talked about your focus, your determination, you're kind of single-willed to achieve. Where does that come from? Is that something you've honed over time, or is that just your personality?
Yeah, like I'm a winner. Like I hate to lose. There's nothing worse than losing, and that's in everything. Like when I sit and play FIFA with the guys, or I'm on the field, I just hate losing, and that's of course one of the things. But also, like I have goals. Everybody have goals, have dreams, and somebody's good at like keeps that as a motivation, and somebody is not. Like I'm one of the guys who I like to work after training. I like to train a lot. I want to reach my goals. As far as this year, what are your expectations for yourself? What are your expectations for the team this year? Expectations. I'm not a fan of expectations. Like there can happen a lot of things, but my goal is definitely to be better than last year. Always want to improve myself. So my goal is to have a better year this year than I had last year, and same for the team. Of course, everybody want to win the Golden Boot, everybody want to win the championship, but I don't want to set so high goals right now. How important was last year's Colorado game in the playoffs, and then the LA Galaxy loss as well, to building this team for the playoffs in the future? Yeah, like for me, I'm from Europe, like I said before. I'm not used to playoffs at all. Like in most of the leagues in Europe, no playoffs. And if they have playoffs, it'll be like 2 games. So this 1 game playoff it's intense. Like it's crazy. And is it good? Is it bad? I like it, but I just feel like I like it because the playoff games we played was one of the best experiences I've had. You know, of course I'm still disappointed about the game against LA Galaxy. I still thought we should have won that, but we didn't. But the game against Colorado was amazing. It just gives an extra edge to the game that they have. It's 1 game, win or lose. Like I like it, but it's still like for me it's like it's small things that can change if you're like winning championship or you go out. It's 1 match, but it's not bad, but it's still I have to get used to it. As far as Danni König in 15 years, where's he? Where am I? 15 years. I'm 100% working with soccer. I'm a kind of person. I have to like something. Like I love coming to training every day. I like my work. For me, it's the best job in the world. So I like that. So it has to be something that I really dream about, and something I like going out of the bed every day and enjoy going to work. So I'm pretty sure I'll be working with the soccer, something inside of soccer. Looks like the king happy ruling his kingdom at Taft. Also looks like he wants a crown not just for himself, but for his entire OKC court. I'm Brent Skarky for Energy FC TV.